sorry for the delay. Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Hello, welcome to VR Vienna. We're really happy that you're all here. And it's so nice to see some old faces, meaning faces that were in the first event, not old, you know what I mean. And some new ones. I mean, it's amazing how we have grown in just one event, and it's overwhelming, and we're really happy to see you all here. For those who don't know me, my name is Gabriela Gabs. I talk to a lot of people, a lot of you in online. I practically live there more than in real life. All the other time in VR, so yeah. And together with an amazing team that right now we're scattered around a bit, but you will get to know them at the end of the event. We have been preparing this event for all of you that we hope you enjoy. And what is VR Vienna? A lot of you know already, but I would like to remind you a bit. VR Vienna is a community of enthusiasts and professionals interested in VR, in these different aspects of VR. From a more technological perspective, from a more philosophical perspective, we just want to approach the topic of VR from as many angles as we can. And why? Because a lot of us are interested in developing for this new technology. Well, not so new, of course. We have people that know VR for decades. And for us that we are still new, we are trying to get okay, it was sorry. Yeah, I'm not used to talk with like, I have a voice like this or so. Latin American. So anyway, I mean, it doesn't matter how much you know about VR. We are all here to learn. You're all welcome. You're all welcome to ask. You're all welcome to share what you know. And the only two unwelcome guests to this meetup is ego and shame. Not Igor and Shane, they're okay. But ego and shame, please. I mean, no one knows enough to say they are the masters of the universe in VR, and no one is silly enough to say that they don't know anything. So please, let's keep this in consideration and let's just have fun. I mean, we're here to make friends and we're here to just enjoy the time. And please later have some snacks because we prepared really nice for it. So what is this event going to be about? We have three wonderful speakers that are going to be approaching the topic of VR from three very interesting perspectives. They're going to tell you more about it, so I'm not going to extend myself very much on that. You have their names in the program. And also three experts that are eager to hear what you guys are working on in VR or what you are thinking about creating. And please share it with them. And I want to ask them to stand up for a second so you can meet them. So after the event, you can approach them and talk to them. So could you please stand up for just 1 second, both of you. This is Paul, this is Mike, and Vlad, that is right there. And if you want to get to know them a bit better, you also have their bio in the program. Please read the program, it's so beautiful. Sonia was designing the program and it's amazing. And of course, we have an experience corner that a lot of you have already seen or tried, and it's Timon. Timon is right there. He's the CEO of the Virtual Reality Lounge Fry. For whoever doesn't know it yet, please visit him because it's awesome. It's an amazing place that you can try some VR. Really great. And there's Axel, that is right here. Sorry, you're just so funny. He's my husband, so I have to. You're so funny. And he's the founder of Frisch, that is the first virtual reality production company in Vienna. So please try the experiences. You can't be in better hands for this. Okay, so we also would like to thank our sponsors. Please try the Harry cider, that is delicious. We have Tom here, the great master of Harry cider. We also have the apples of Adama. Please, an apple away keeps the doctor away. So we're all making you healthy today. And we also have the All I Need iced tea. So please enjoy. Later have some drinks and eat some food, etc., etc. And of course, thanks to the SAF for hosting us. We're really happy to be here. And I know we're a bit tight, but it's sardine love today. We are here to be friends, so we have to get comfortable to be so close to one another. And of course, I would like to thank the team, but I will put them on stage after the talks are over, so I'm not going to extend myself a bit on this because we don't have a lot of time. And one advice, please keep the drinks away from the computers. If you see any computers around, especially in the next room, please be careful because there's projects being rendered there. A lot of you know how much time and effort it takes this, so be careful. Now, you might be wondering, some of you, why you have such a strange name on your name tag. So what's the purpose of this? We know that virtual reality allows us to be whoever we want, wherever we want. So we have to get to know one another. So why don't we use this opportunity that we have a fantastic unknown name to just choose to be whoever we want to be. And we introduce ourselves to the person sitting on the right as the person you have on your name tag. Tell them whatever you want. Tell them your name, why you're here, and what you do. But the only rule, don't tell them anything real. Nothing. Not what you do, not your name, nothing. But nothing at all. This in 1 minute. Get as creative as you want. Make up whatever you want. I mean, why do we do this? First of all, because we're all equal. We don't have a better or worse name. We have the chance to be someone else, which is always nice to try out. Why not? And yeah, I mean, just save yourself like your real self for the end of the event. So in the count of 3, you have 1 minute to do this. So 1, 2, 3, clap. I can see that you were very interesting to the person sitting next to you. I'm very happy about this. So one last reminder before I introduce you to the first speaker of the evening. We are live tweeting this event. The hashtag is VRVienna. And the Twitter handle is also VRVienna. So for all your friends that couldn't make it to the event, you can tell them that this is being live tweeted. And feel free to share your pictures and to share your thoughts. Even if they're bad ones, we can take it. So we're also in social media. You have all the links in the program as well. The program, beautiful program. And also, meet someone very special for us. Meet Victor. That is our VR guest book. And Victor is dying to know your questions, thoughts, and answers about VR. So I would like to pass Victor around, and please talk to him if you have something to tell him, because he's very lonely right now. He wants to know what you think about VR, or if you have any questions, or if you want to help Victor finding the answer, please read it and leave your answer. So I'm going to start here, and if you feel like writing something, or you pass it around, it's completely fine. Yeah. Feel free. So yes, now it's time to introduce the first speaker of the evening. His name is Dominic Sepulveda. I hope I said it fine.
Yeah.
Sepulveda? Yeah. Fine. He's a project leader at Imagination Computer Service. He's responsible for all the Magic Lens projects. He's going to tell you about that. And he will be sharing with us some of his AR projects, along with the advantages and disadvantages of developing an AR game. Welcome, Dominic.
Thank you for introducing me, so I don't have to. And we do augmented reality presentation software. As you can see, I love augmented reality, and everything started basically with the Nintendo 3DS in 2011, when I got this beautiful piece of hardware, and I was checking out these cards which came with every Nintendo 3DS, and with these cards you could have an augmented reality experience, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. How can you do that, and how does it work? And okay, I want to do something like that. And I had a chance to, because I come from Germany, Frankfurt, and that's near the university, which I sent my application, and they do studies called animation and game. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. I'm going to go there, but I don't know anything about programming. So I'm going to build something up with paper. So basically the things on the left with these islands drawn on, that's the marker. And the things on the right, the little island thingies, that should be the augmented islands, okay? So, and they loved it, and I was able to study there for 3 years. And in the third semester I had a chance to pitch this idea again, but I was a bit more advanced and I produced a little video. I have to go out of the presentation and show the video. Oh, it doesn't work. Yep. Full screen.
Click.
Ah. Not a Mac user. Usually. Okay, I'm going to skip a bit. So that's what I was imagining, and as you can see, you have a smartphone, so that was the technology you had in this time with Vuforia, and you have these markers on the desk, and you can see everything's like augmented. And what I like about the idea of having just cards there and everything else is augmented, it seems like you don't really have to talk to each other. But this is a real-time strategy game like Age of Empires or StarCraft, and there you have always this fog of war. So you don't know exactly what the other one is doing until the moment you really meet. So it's all about starting on an island, building houses there, and developing your army to get in touch with your enemy or your friends. Depends on who wins. Okay, that's it. That was just for the pitch. So that was my pitch, and then perfect. Then we actually did this project, but kind of different, because there was another one who had also an idea with ships and pirates. And so the professor thought, oh yeah, that's basically the same. And so we produced a board game as one part of the project, and the second part was an augmented reality add-on, kind of. And I thought that was really nice. It wasn't what I really wanted to do, it wasn't a real-time strategy. You had your ship on a map, so that's water here, and there are little things in the way, and you have to collect stuff. And you moved your ship by blowing into your phone and moving around your ship. So that I thought that was a really cool thing we produced there. Next thing I worked on as my bachelor project, we called that Infected. So that was my dream. I want to do that, and I had a team, and we did it for a bachelor. And basically the idea was that you have a marker at home at your desk, and on this marker you could augment a house, and zombies are attacking it, and you have basically to defend it. So kind of a tower defense. Plus you have to collect resources in the real world. So you go around like in the neighborhood and collect stuff. Okay, and then you go back home and put everything on your desk and build a fence or whatever, or new weapons. So that was the idea. I pitched that like that. And when we started working on the project, we had two very difficult questions to answer. So what's the added value? And I think always when you do an augmented reality something, you have to ask yourself, what's the added value? Can I just have the game and play it without the marker? So why do I need it for? And the second question was, okay, now should I put the game on the App Store and everyone's going to load it down and then print out the markers and the markers for collecting resources, should they print it out and glue it somewhere? I think that's illegal. So we try to answer these questions in our project. And we try to answer the first question, like, what's the added value? We had like this marker, you put it on your desk and then you're home. But we also had a mode where when you're like somewhere in the train, you don't have the marker with you or you don't want to put it somewhere, you can still play the game and look at your house and your progress and so on. So you had these two modes, AR and non-AR. In the AR mode, you had this house projected on your table and you were able to click on the house. So you weren't able to do this in the non-AR version, because in the house you were also able to scan another marker, which you had hanging on your wall, like this. And there you had a totally different component. It was like more of a first-person shooter, where you had to align the zombies and then shoot them down. So we thought that's really cool, and you can't really do this feeling of, okay, now I'm home, I'm now going to shoot all the zombies in my yard, okay? So we thought that's the added value, and that was really feeling of home, secure, now it's going to, I'm going to do the job. Okay. The other question, the marker distribution. For our presentation, we used like markers like this, so everyone understands. Oh yeah, that's the name of the project. That's infected, and you could collect wood on this one because it's it's basically wood on the image. But when you would launch the project, how would you do it? Would everyone just glue it like I said before? No, we tried to we also tested this, we tried to use things which are already in the real world. So, like these signs, everyone knows them. And if you now look around, when you go home or tomorrow somewhere in the city, they're everywhere. So, distribution, check. Okay, after my bachelor, I started working at Imagination as a developer for augmented reality apps, and then I just got project manager, kind of. I don't know how that happened. And I want to show you one of our latest projects, which I think is really cool. We work most of the time for industrial companies, so it's even more difficult to tell them what's cool about AR and why they really need it. And we definitely have a lot of fun creating these applications. Okay, I hope the light is good enough. So that's Baden Corporation. It's part of the Schaeffler Group. Maybe someone knows it. They produce airplanes and stuff. And that's Magic Lens. That's our product. Okay. So, come on. There is enough light in this room. Oh yeah. So there's an airport, and you can also look around the corners and stuff. Oh, and the sound is off because actually you hear the airplane. Okay. And on this airplane, we have like info hotspots where you could click on and then bring parts out, rotate these parts around, have a look at every detail, and even go on a deeper level, because they produced these bearings and they wanted to show every aspect of it. And it's important to mention all of the parts and stuff. Yeah. So that's our thing. We do augmented reality applications at Imagination, and currently we're looking for Unity 3D developers with C# knowledge, and also back-end developers. And what was the colleague asked me to say that, so maybe you just go on our website, and there in the career section you can have a look at everything. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm finished now. You can now ask me some questions if you want to. Yes.
What's the added value of having the airplane on the desk?
Of having the airplane on the desk?
Yeah.
That's obviously not having the airplane in the room.
Over having it on the screen.
Okay, most of the time on the screen, okay.
Yeah. Like only having it on the iPad or whatever you use.
Yeah, most of the time for the company the problem is that they have problems generating traffic to their booth. And with this thing, most of the time they do a bit like that, so they have their marker, but it's big, like it's huge, and they have a presentation. And when you see someone going around and enjoying himself on the target, and everyone else looking, oh, that's amazing! What are they doing there?
Cool.
I think that's the 50 minutes. Yes.
Do you have any experience with all the others, with the upcoming AR devices? Have you ever had a chance to get a glimpse of HoloLens, for example?
Yeah, I read about it and I had to look at all the videos, but I didn't manage to get one on my head.
Alright. How long do you think will it take until this is really a mass market proper device?
I think in our situation it's very difficult to because it's a fair situation or a sales meeting, so there are two persons sitting in a room and one person has something on his head. I think at the moment that's difficult to live, to have in this kind of situations, to have something on your head. I think a few years ago it would have been difficult for those people who are not that into media to have a tablet and to do something on it and like try this. But yeah, we see that the customers, they really get it one after another, because they have tablets at home, everyone has a smartphone, so they're using the technology already. I think if it's getting more, or if it's coming more in our daily routine, so if everyone has something like a HoloLens or some other kind of device or played around with it, I think it's easier to adapt to that technology.
But when do you think will it be technology-wise there to really bring it to the mass market? Is it working already? Do you think it's enough already to bring it out?
Yeah, I would think so. They definitely should start yet to bring it on the market, and so everyone can have at least the experience of using these devices. Yeah.
Okay, maybe let's talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any specific?
Sorry, just a question. Could you pass me a microphone so we can have the?
I
Okay, we just have one. Okay, we just have one for now. But
Yeah, no problem.
Do you have any specific feedback from this client about whether this is actually helping them to sell from the sales guys at trade shows?
They on the trade show. No. Okay. So
Sorry, we just have one. We have to.
Okay. They on the trade show this week, so I'm going to get feedback, and I'm really happy about it, because like 95% of the customers, they love it, and they on our website we have the numbers, so they have three times more deals after they use this tool, and that's just what we got from the feedback from them. So we gave them a magic lens. They had to pay for it, but we gave them a magic lens and they used it. And they said, yeah, okay, we had 3 times more contacts, leads, yeah, thanks, leads. And but you can't say if it's because of magic lens or because of something else, okay? And in our new version, we want to track everything the user is doing, everything he's looking at. So that after the sales meeting, you could really say if it's because of magic lens, is it because of magic lens or because the sales guy just said, okay, we cut 50% off and you get it for free. Okay, we want to measure what's happening in the sales meeting and on the phone. Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Thanks. Okay, I have a last question for you.
Okay.
What are some possible uses of AR that you think might be great to see but you haven't seen it yet? I mean, whether it's because the technology is not there yet or because people just can't imagine it yet how to use it.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's so many cool things you could do with AR. I'm just so not a good programmer to do it, but I already tried to try out some things like an augmented CD shelf. So you know these things from the CD shelf where you can place your CD or just type in the name and you can hear to the music. So you can listen to the music. So that's the first step. And you know, yeah, okay, I maybe like this music. But I think what's really great about loving music and loving a band is when you see them on stage and see them live. So I did a little application with where I had markers, so there were the CD covers, and you could scan it, and then the band would perform live on the CD cover, and you would hear the music, and you could see the band, and oh, that's awesome! I want to go to the concert, and that's better for the band than buying the CD. Other things like the holodeck, I imagine to have a room full of markers in like my home, and I have an augmented clock, and I have an augmented this, and I have an augmented that. But maybe that's just because I love the technology and I love to have things I don't really have. Yes?
How did you make the band? How was it made? Because was it 3D, in Unity, or did you have a video, or?
Yeah, I used Unity and Euphoria, and at that time I thought I could just play a video, but it wasn't. I wasn't sure how to do it, so I just had 2 frames of which I just switched, and I edited them in Photoshop, so the mouths go open and close, and they do like this. Yeah.
So a bit more a technical question. You said you always need markers to make augmented reality work. It would be great if you didn't need that, right? So how do you think this is developing? How far are we away to not use need markers at all anymore? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're not that far away. There are a lot of technologies which can basically scan all your room and all your furniture and calculate every angle and so on and place things in the room. So I think that's the next step.
HoloLens is doing exactly that, right?
Yeah.
HoloLens is exactly that.
So
basically, you can walk around and put your Windows.
yeah, we just have to make it cheap. Everyone has to have it
3,000
there. And, yeah.
But that's what I mean. I think it's quite not there. If you read reviews about from people trying it out, it's a very small field of view at the moment. That's what I meant with my question. How long do you think it's good enough to sell as an entertainment device to the mass market? But still, probably you're right. It should be out there already, but maybe as a cheaper prototype, so developers have a chance to do some things. Yeah.
Definitely.
One short question.
We have time for 1 or 2 questions.
I heard about Magic Leap, but I didn't really get what's the big thing behind it. Do you know about Magic Leap a little bit, or what's the magic of it?
What do you mean, Magic Leap or Magic Lens?
No, Magic Leap.
Sorry.
Seems to be a AR future project which is super fancy, but I didn't really get what's the point of it.
Nobody does that. That's the main goal. It's a very big hype, and nobody knows what they really are doing.
There are some rumors that it gets projected in your eyes.
Yeah.
That's what Google bought, right?
Yeah.
A year ago.
Thanks, now I don't feel that
So it's
stupid.
mystery.
Yeah, also I just want to mention that I got a lot of business cards, so if someone's interested in my email address or in imagination, so Magic Lens, yeah, you just can pick one. I just leave them here.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.